Welcome back. We're back in the show.
Welcome
Me
back.
and Bash.
Back again. Shady's back. Yeah. Tell a friend.
How you doing, Bash?
I'm doing great, Chris. How are you?
I'm ready. I'm raring to go. So today, we're going to talk about toys and toy collecting. Transformers. If you had to make a wish list, if there are characters you're worried you might not get, or at least are going to have to wait forever, 5 characters that you wish you would get.
So mine would be, of course, Metroplex.
Never going to happen.
I think it will. I think it will. We haven't had a Metroplex in forever. And matter of fact,
Was the last one the one with the chainsaw?
that's not Metroplex. That's like a Metroplex from another thing. That's not Metroplex. That one doesn't fight Trypticon. So I think Metroplex will be on my wish list. The 3 Decepticon Target Masters, Trigger Happy, Misfire, and Slugslinger. We have them, but they're in Headmaster form, and I'm like, I need them regular. And I say those 3 because those are 3 of my favorite Transformers. I really love those guys. And for a 5th one, who would I really like? If you were like, hey, this one's coming out, I would say, yes. Oh, you know who? It's hard to say. I don't think it has a name, but remember in War Dawn when Megatron said to Orion Pax, "Oh, what do you do here? Storage?" And Orion was like, "Yeah, we store Energon." And Megatron was like, "Excellent! Decepticons attack!" And then all those purple trucks transformed into robots. They were like his first army. Whatever that is, I want that because that'll finish War Dawn. I'll have every character from War Dawn after that. And so,
how many would you get?
Depends on how much they cost. Because for Sharkticons, which are deluxe size, I have 9 of those. I think that's the most I have of anything. The question is War Dawn, like Sharkticons you can use all over the place. War Dawn is really like a one and done. Like I could pull out Sharkticons and be like, hey, I need an army of something for them to fight. I can use Sharkticons anytime. But for those truck things, I kind of feel like they would only work in either War Dawn or before there were Decepticons.
Because they were specific to like one episode, basically.
Yeah. And I don't know if I guess we'll have to see. I don't know if that's the type of figure I could use just anywhere. Now that's my 5. What about your 5?
I would like a Legend Scale Whirl.
Is that blue helicopter?
As the blue helicopter. I would like a G1 inspired Knockout.
In Transformers Prime, Knockout?
Yeah, from Transformers Prime.
He is a great character. We got him from Jazz in Hasbro, and I have to say, I'm not feeling it. Like, I get it, but every time I look at him, like, it's Jazz.
I would love just like its own design for a Knockout, but I'm not going to ask for the world. You know, I don't feel like the new age Jazz would work, but maybe one of the Datsuns it would look better with as a Datsun. Then I would love to see New Age do the Protectobots.
We would love the Protectobots. Now, when it comes to the Protectobots, are you on the side of I want Groove to be a leg, or are you on the side of this motorcycle shouldn't be that big? Give me like Rook or Alpha Bravo instead.
Oh no, it's Groove.
Right. Okay, and you're fine with the giant motorcycle next to the police car.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about Transformers. You know, if you grew up as a G1 kid, if it bothered you that much, I don't know what you were thinking as a kid. You must not have much of imagination.
Well, with Transformers, you need
to have
especially back then in the 80s when like they didn't move, they were pretty like just stock. So if you were like wanted to pretend they were talking or fighting or something, your imagination had to shift into like 9th gear.
Yeah, Groove as a leg does not bother me. I mean, all the combiners are like that though.
Yeah,
Bruticus is like that. You know, you got a Jeep the size of a spaceship.
Yep.
You know, with Protectobot, you've got a motorcycle the size of a helicopter. Maybe Devastator's the only one where everybody's like a proper sort of scale with each other because they're all,
Mm.
you know,
And
line
the
up, you know.
Stunticons. Yeah. Because
Yeah.
Motormaster is bigger, yeah.
hmm Now, with the Legend scale stuff, Triple Changers, now McFan's Toys did a Blitzwing and an Astro Train. Enough time has passed that we're ready for a new one, but they're still pretty good for, you know, representing the character. But I would love to see a New Age or Magic Square tackle one of the original Triple Changers. You know, when they came out with Six Shot,
Mm-hmm.
that was one of the first things I started hearing. It was like, now we're going to start getting Triple Changers. But it's not the same. You cannot, you know, it's easier to have like an abstract, you know, group of alt modes, you know,
Right.
to just flip around and turn into whatever.
Yep.
But
Oh,
when
whatever
we're
you
trying to, yeah, we were trying to, you know, he needs to turn into two specific things that exist in real life.
That's what we like.
Yeah. That's where the work goes in.
Really quickly, side note, because in talking about that, that was one thing that I always wanted to bring up. With the Transformers, and looking at Hasbro and the cartoon we had growing up, which was a hit, the first 2 seasons was like real life cars and stuff, cars, jets,
Mhm.
tanks, whatever. But then once the movie came, and I'm guessing here, this is from what I could put together, Hasbro lost some kind of a license, so they couldn't make licensed vehicles anymore, which is why they went the route of space age future, because now they can create their own cars without having to pay anybody or whatever. So that's why we got things like Hot Rod, Cup, Blur, Cyclonus, which are all like future space age, whatever. Do you think that was like a turning point in the sense of we don't recognize these, so they're not as popular anymore?
For me, definitely. You know, when you're a little kid and you're in the car flying down the highway, you're sitting in the back seat and you see a Volkswagen Bug drive by,
Right.
you're thinking, Bumblebee!
Yes, sir.
Hot Rod, I thought Hot Rod's alt mode was cool, but I don't have anything to identify it with. And
Whenever saw that
Real
big
world.
yellow fin on the back of any car ever.
yeah, Cup was like a futuristic El Camino blur. Looks cool, but I
Yeah,
don't
like,
know.
what was it?
Yeah, what was it?
We still don't know.
Cyclonus is probably my favorite of all, like the season 3 alt modes. I thought that was a very sick looking, you know, spacecraft mode.
Even back then, he looked great. Yeah, I kind of feel like that's where it lost people, because it was like you can get like a Cyclonus or a Scourge, which at the time we really didn't know what Scourge was back then. We were like, it's like a space boat or something, or
Yeah.
some kind of
You could
aircraft.
mistransform them and not know.
Right. And so, like, I'm just kind of like, I feel like it was great, like you said. And it's funny you said that, because that's the exact thought I had. You're like, you're sitting in the car and a car drives by, and you're like, oh, that's like Jazz, or oh, look, a Lamborghini, like Sunstreaker, Sideswipe. And with these new cars, like, there's just the feeling wasn't there with them anymore. Now, I like the characters. I love Spring. I think Springer and Ultra Magnus are my favorite season 3 characters. But
I think those core season 3 characters, like you got used to it because you saw them so much and you got to know the characters. But like as season 3 started rolling into season 4, like the end when they just started shoving all these characters in at the last minute, I was like, I don't know what I'm looking at. One, I'm getting a lot of characters that aren't getting a lot of screen time, so I'm not getting to know them.
right.
So then when I see them in their alt mode, or I don't know who that is.
In the Rebirth, the 3 Autobot Target Masters, Sure Shot, Crosshairs, and Point Blank had like one line each. So I mean, like, I couldn't tell you I could tell you Sure Shot's personality based on what he said, but the other 2 I couldn't tell you anything about them. The Headmasters got a lot of lines and stuff. I think the show was mostly about them. So like with them, I'm like, all right, I got them. Punch, Counterpunch. All I know is he could turn to a Decepticon. That's all I got from the whole show. So with that, it was like a lot of here they are, here's what they do, but nothing. You're not going to get anything from them. Like, I kind of feel like in those first 3 episodes, we got to learn. Like in the first season, we learned those characters. We loved those characters.
Yeah. All right. The last one on my list, a Legend Scale Tripticon, which is funny to say Legend Scale because you would have to be huge. But I would like a Tripticon to go with my Metroplex.
Now, how big is your Metroplex? Is he a legend scale, or is he like the same size as the one we have?
They say he's legend scale. He's it's the cyan culture. I think it's about 18 inches tall.
That's well, ours is 22.
That's what my joy with third party is, like a little bit of the mix and match. So Age of the Primes, Trypticon, those scale fine. That's the great thing with Legends, with like the Titan stuff. Like if you want them bigger, the bigger ones are out there and they look great.
So as of now, like the Age of the Primes Trypticon that we just talked about, that you said would scale great. When that came out, how come you didn't get that to go with your Legends? Do you have a reason, or did you just not even think about it?
Yeah, you wouldn't send it to me.
I don't even tell that lie. I don't even try to edit this out. I offered you Trypticon and you turned your nose up. You turned your nose up. Yes, then why don't you have it?
No.
Then why don't
because you won't send it to me.
You said, I don't want that thing. You said,
that's
no.
That's not what I said.
Pull up the text. Pull up the text. I was, because remember I asked you, you said no. I was like, you know what? The nerve of this guy. The nerve to not want my Trypticon. All right. So wait. So that's your 5 that you would want made in Legend scale.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, those are all dumb choices. So.
I have another question.
One
last one. This is the last one.
Okay. I'm ready.
If you could start collecting one brand, franchise, whatever, without any constraints, no monetary constraints, no space constraints, just whatever, however you want, what's it going to be?
Boy, that's a tough one. Would it be? So, I mean, realistically, for me, it's going to be a choice between He-Man, Ninja Turtles, and G.I. Joe. I picked those 3 because they have those could be big collections. And also they're things that I know about. Here's the thing. I have the 2 things that I do collect is Transformers and Marvel Legends, right? Because I know enough about them that I can create stories for like my little videos and stuff like that. That's my goal, is to make my own little stories with them. The only ones that I feel like I could do that would probably be Ninja Turtles. I feel like I know them and their characters well enough that I could be like, I got a story here. So yeah, I think mine would be Ninja Turtle. What would yours be? Wow. That was unnecessary. That was unnecessary.
Dino Riders.
You love Dino Riders.
I love Dino Riders.
Yeah.
It would be Dino Riders.
Did you watch the cartoon like when it came out? So do you feel like you know Dino Riders?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And it's like nobody's doing it. And I'm fine with that. And I would still do that collection, but with the vintage Dino Riders, which I love, I have no problem with, but they're pretty penny. And they take up, some of those take up a lot of space. But I love building dioramas and how fun that would be to do dioramas for, a prehistoric world.
Yeah, that can be fun. Is it Diplodocus or Diplodocus? I always thought the question was Diplodocus.
Is it Mechanic or Mechanic?
Another one. Well, see, that's a huge one, but I didn't think about that till the past year or 2. I was like, wait a minute. All growing up, I thought it was Mechanic.
It's Mechanic.
You sure?
Yeah.
I don't know. I might have to challenge you on that. When's the next?
Did you watch the movie that we just talked about?
Maybe they didn't know either. I just found out. Maybe they haven't found out yet. Are you finished?
Only if you're finished.
No, I'm finished. You're done.
Get us out of here. Get me out of here. Let's go.
All right. Well, thanks for watching the show. We hope you enjoyed it. If so, let us know by hitting the like button and leave comments. Let us know if there's anything that you're like, I was hoping they'd talk about this, talk about that for future episodes. And make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any of you want to mock me? Well, why don't you try saying something? How about that? You ever tried saying something before? Now you got to do it.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Subscribe to the channel. We'll see you next time. By the way, you never said what you're drinking.
What?
You never told me what you were drinking.
I'm not going to tell you.
Tell me.
No,
Tell me what you were drinking.
I'm not going to tell you what's in the cup.
Tell me what's in the cup.
No,
All right. Rock, paper,
this
scissors.
cup.